Did you know that there is a way you can buy a house with no money down and no loan, no use of your credit, nothing, no skin in the game, but you can buy a house, you can keep it 30 years, and you can make $1 million net on that house by doing nothing more than making money on the money. It sounds unbelievable, but I'm going to show you in this video exactly how you do it. It's absolutely amazing. All right, so here's what you do, and this is the kind of thing that we're running into in today's environment. You're buying properties out there that are maybe behind on a payment or somebody can't afford them. These properties may or may not have equity, but for the basis of this discussion, let's assume that this is a house worth $400,000 and that somebody bought it a year ago for $400,000 and it's got no equity in it at all, zero equity. But what it does have is a 3% mortgage loan. Okay, so you buy that property subject to, in other words, you take on the ownership of the property, you pick up the coupon, the payment coupon, you start making the payment to the banks, your traditional subject to type arrangement, and you're making the $1,200 a month payment, or whatever the amount is that you're making. You turn around and resell that with no markup. Literally, you don't have to mark it up one dime. You could sell it for $400,000 to another buyer where you don't get anything up front. Nobody makes any money up front. But what you're doing is you're creating a new loan, a new 30-year loan, and you're selling it for 9% interest. You're taking the same 400, you're not making a markup, you're doing nothing, but you're selling it for 9% interest. So you got it at 3, you're selling it at 9, you're netting 6% interest on the money. If you guys are familiar with the rule of 72, the way that it works is you take the number 72 and then you divide it by the net interest that you're making on a yearly basis. So in this particular case, you got 72 divided by 6. 9 minus 3 is 6% interest. So 72 divided by 6 equals 12. That formula will tell you the number of years that it will take you to double your money. So at a 6% net spread, 9% minus 3 on this particular $400,000 loan you're creating, you're doubling your money every 12 years. So on a 30-year loan, you're doubling and a half, 2.5 times your money. So in 12 years, your $400,000 investment's worth $800, or you will have made another $400,000. In 24 years, it will be worth $1.2 million. And at the end of 30 years, it will be worth $1.4 million. So you bought it for $400, you put no money out, you didn't get any money in, but you just created a new product, a new lender product, new loan product that would net you 6% interest on somebody else's loan, somebody else's house. And over a 30-year period of time, you're going to net $1 million on a house that you didn't mark up a dime. This is a golden way to go, and there's all of these opportunities out here today like that now, because there are a lot of properties bought over the last couple of years that have 2.6, 2.8, 3.0, 3.2% interest. In today's environment, when interest is like 8 or 9%, 8.5%, even if it goes down to the 6s again, you can still, on this type of product, be able to mark it up to something like 9. Stay below the usury rate in the state and make sure you know what that is. It's a rate below which you always have to stay, but generally 9% in most states is below the usury rate. You do what I just described, you can net $1 million on a zero investment with zero credit, zero money out of your pocket, complete, all debt covered, and you're going to make $1 million over a 30-year period of time with no risk and no cash. This is the way to make yourself wealthy, making money on the money, and the money you're making money on is somebody else's money, somebody else's debt. It's your house now, but you'll have a paid off house at the end of 30 years and you will have netted an extra $1 million. It's an unbelievable way to go. It's how the wealthy make a ton of money in not just the real estate, but in other businesses. They use money upon which to make money. If you think about it, who's got the biggest buildings in every downtown? It's the banks, right? Well, what do? They make money on money that you loan them. You put money in their bank at 1%, 2% interest, and they loan it out at 8, 9, 10%. That's how they make money. They make money on money. It's legal for them to do. In the case of you doing a single house that you own, it's legal for you to do. You might as well go out there and take advantage of this. This is one of these once in or twice in a lifetime opportunities. And there is a lot of money to be made. So don't worry about making money up front. Don't worry about a big cash down payment. Don't worry about getting on a loan, finding a loan, qualifying for a loan. You don't need any cash to do this thing. You just need to get out there and hustle and find yourself a house that you can buy subject to that's got a cheap interest rate on it, and turn around and go out there and make yourself $1 million. All right? Get to it, everybody. Thanks a lot.